Hey guys, William Murphy here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. And welcome back to the Ultima GTR. Now, in the previous videos, I washed the car. I started identifying some faults. But during those identifications, I found the car to stop working. So, I'm out here tonight. It's very cold. I had been treated to some really nice weather. Now, not so much. So, I washed the car. I started the car, I ran the car to temperature, everything was good, went through, tested a few bits and pieces, all working fine. I turned the car off, I set the camera up to do an introduction about some bits and pieces down in the engine bay, went to start the car and completely dead. I say completely dead, it powered up, but would not crank, so as if it had low cranking power. So this car has a race battery, it's a gel battery. Now, it may have got damp. I did jet wash off the inside of the engine bay. I did jet wash the inside of the front where the battery is. Things got damp, potentially. I'm hoping, everything crossed, that the issue is going to be down to battery voltage or a battery issue. So I've been on the internet. It's just arrived now because I'm dressed, ready for lounging. This is a Noco Genius 2 trickle charger that I got from Amazon. It's like 60 quid. But it's suitable for all sorts of batteries, from your average lead batteries to your lithium batteries, and even, in this case, a gel battery. So, let's fold up there for a second. I need to get into here and open up the front. So, the battery on these cars are located in the front of the car. Now, I have done a battery on this car previously. When it first came to me, when it arrived, the battery was absolutely red hot. It had swollen. Everything was going horribly wrong with it. So we replaced the battery. I'm hoping that it's just something's been left on and it's just drained the battery very quickly. It has got a tracker device on this, so the car is constantly being monitored. So let's just check. I've got my multimeter. Just going to check the battery voltage. I'm not going to check anything else. There is a gauge inside the car, so when you crank the engine over and you power up the ignition, you can see that it goes up. Now, it was struggling as if, I'll be completely honest, as if the engine hydrolocked, because it was just, couldn't turn the engine over. I was really panicking. I whipped all the plugs out. I checked to make sure we had spark, make sure we had fuel in, make sure the engine would turn over. I can turn the engine over by hand, everything's great. I cranked it over, the engine turned over on the starter, brilliant. Put it all back together, same issue. With the plugs in, I can still turn the engine over on the crank, so I'm not concerned that there's going to be any issue of it hydrolocking. That was my biggest concern. But let's just test the battery. So I've got my battery tester here. I need to lean in, really get from the other side. It's on 20 volts. So it's going to be testing the 12 volt system. And I've got, let me just check this. Positive. Okay, I've got 12.27 volts. So to be honest, that should be okay. Let me go grab the keys, because if whatever the issue was, if it was a dampness issue and it's dried out and it's now going to work, then I'm happy. But we can put the battery on the trickle charge anyway. This little tester I've got, the battery charger, it's so diddy. That's it. It's really cute, really small. Got lots of different functions on it. Give me 2 minutes, I'll get the keys and I'll see what's what. Whew. But I'm not going to lie, it's very, very cold out here. Right, let's see what happens, because given that voltage that's just reading, there's no issues there. Let's see, I'm in neutral. That's saying 11 volts there. I'll check on the battery. Okay. So the battery is now saying 10 volts. Now is it going to be enough to crank it? No. So here's my predicament. So let's charge the battery up, even though it says 12 volts, even though it's now saying 10 volts, the cranking is going to drop it down pretty significantly. The gauge inside went down to about 7 volts, so not ideal. So this is my new Noco Genius 2. It's really quite small, petite, but it's going to be a trickle charger. Really quite cool. Goes into your 3-pin plug, which is your UK-based plug sockets. It has a cap for it as well, so red little lever, push down, lift the cap off. On the testing end of it, or the connectors, they push together. A little click, that's there done. So I've got this end for the battery. There's fused as well, which is great. This end into the wall, and then away we go. What's even cool about this is it has a little wall mount, so you can clip it onto the wall, tie it on, and then you can have that permanently fixed somewhere. So for argument's sake, if I was charging the Mini permanently, or if this was a permanent feature for the garage, I could stick this on the wall, have it permanently set up. So I come in, connect to the battery, job done, hook the leads out the way, finito. So let's plug this in, come back tomorrow after it's had a night of trickle charging, and we'll see where we're up to. Fingers crossed. So the tester's now all connected up. I've plugged it in, you can see it's working. So you've got a number of settings on there. You've got 12 volt, 12 volt AGM, 12 volt lithium, and 6 volt. Now it identifies which it's, whether it's a 12 or 6 volt system. This one here being 12 volts. So when I turn it on, it'll come up saying 12 volts, and you can go through 12 volt AGM, lithium, and then off. Obviously, if it's a 6 volt system, it will identify the 6 volt. Now, I'm going to choose 12 volt. Now, this is for gel batteries, wet flooded batteries, maintenance free, and I want to say calcium, but I don't think that's right. And you can see that I've got 1 bar, so it's not in great shape, this battery. I'll stick this up here for the time being. I'll leave that there overnight to charge and see what happens. But ideally, over, I think, the next 10 hours, this bar should hopefully raise and raise and raise until it's all green. We'll come in, we'll turn the key, the car will start, and everyone will be very happy once again. Doesn't explain why it's drained and why it's drained so much for it to be in this situation, but we are where we are. And yeah, there's no instructions with this, but there is a QR code which takes you to the website, and it goes through and identifies everything you need to know. So really, really handy. I think it's really easy to use, and as long as you get the right setting for the right battery, you're on to a winner. So, as I say, let's put it down here actually. I'll leave it on there. You can leave it to charge. I'll turn the lights off, lock up, and leave it to it. Oh, that's good news. Right, so, hey, I've got a green light. I suppose the thing to do now will be to turn the key and see if it starts. Oh, that'd be amazing if it does. Right, everything crossed. Let's do this. Right, oh, bad hair day today. You are coming along for the ride with me. And hope that this is going to work. Come on. Something's not right.